Okay, here we go. Conjugate, -2 minus 7i. -2 minus 7i. Remember, you take the imaginary of your denominator, change the sign, and then do your distributive, right? Repetitive distributive property or foiling. Okay, so the top, you got a double FOIL here, right? So -2 times -2 is +4. -2 times -7 is +14i, right? Double check. This is where you're going to make sign errors. Now move on to the next. -9i times -2 is +18i. -9 times -7 is +63i squared, because I squared. So if you are foiling or distributing two complex numbers, it should go real number I squared. That's kind of, if you're doing it correctly, that's how it should look once you expand it out, right? Real number, imaginary, double I squared, right? Okay. Next, FOIL the bottom. -2 times -2 is +4. But if you do enough of these, you should start to realize that the middle term always goes opposite, right? So we're going to go ahead and FOIL it. But as you guys pick up on the pattern, you're really only going to go first and last. Because you're going to notice that the two middle terms are always going to be opposites. And they're always going to go to the 0. That's the whole point of the conjugate. Or the difference of two terms. So, if you were to go -2 times -2 is +4, +7i, -7i is -49i squared, which will then turn into a +49, and you'll get 53 as your denominator. Yes, but I'll still do the other two terms if, say, you're not buying into that yet. So -2 times -2 is +4. -2 times -7 is +14i. +7 times -2 is -14i. So see, this is always, they will always be opposite. They're always going to be that 0i, which is 0. Okay? All right. So now what do I get? This is 14i, 12i is 32i, right? All right, this becomes -1, which is going to become -63. And what's -63 plus 4? -59. So I added these two, I combined these two to get the 32i. That's where this is coming from. I take the I squared, substitute a -1, so I'm going to switch that to -63. There's my -59. Okay, the bottom. I have 4. This I squared gets substituted with the -1. -49 times -1, switch the sign, right? It's a +49. And so I get 53. So this is a fully acceptable answer. However, if you would like to split it up and grab your calculator and really turn it to an a plus bi, two-term, real part, imaginary part, then you would get, whoops. We'll just do that. 32, 53. Oh, you can't see. Sorry. Right. And so here, so either of those are acceptable. If I stop it, you guys realize the screen goes back. So stop it, stop recording. Yeah, okay.